So many people in Lake Oswego stay in Lake Oswego because it's such a wonderful town, and they remember when Palisades was closed. This plan is different. If we close 3 schools, we need to move our 6th graders to middle school. That is something that will not be undone for generations. And if we decide that it was a bad plan, we're stuck with it.
Dr. Shabaki got up in front of the consolidation committee tonight. Best case scenario, you have 1 available room to serve music, pre-K immersion, non-pre-K or non-immersion pre-K, extended care, full day K, as well as if you end up having a bubble in enrollment, you would have that 1 room as a flex room to handle the extra capacity of children.
A group of concerned citizens, including the CFO for Nike Golf and other financial minds, have gotten together, looked at the numbers, and proposed alternative cuts that are less radical and damaging to our local public schools.
One of the things our group did was to surface $4 to $8 million worth of options that virtually guaranteed that we wouldn't lose any teacher other than through voluntary retirement program. Also proposed closing of 1 school on the south side in its entirety as part of the package, which gives you the same financial contributions as the 3 school closure.
If Lake Oswego closes schools and moves the 6th graders into a middle school setting, the literature supports our position that that's not appropriate or beneficial for our children. So what will we do? We'll do the same thing we did with regard to the kindergarten. We'll put our children in private school.
My conversation with the professor at University of California, very cautious tone. She said that these types of changes tend to be very permanent. And she said you should not be making these kind of changes to address short-term or temporary budgetary problems.
I think that 6th graders benefit from having the individual attention of 1 teacher. And I think that the middle school setting diffuses that attention prematurely.
In the past 5 to 10 years, there's been a movement away from the middle school models. They told me point blank that there are no studies.
They have said there is no research out there that supports that 6th graders do better than 7th graders. In fact, the research points to just the opposite. Is a trade organization called the NMSA, which is the National Middle School Association, and it represents a collection of middle school administrators and middle school teachers. They definitely have their own position papers.
The community needs to have a voice in this, and the process as far as getting to a resolution. It just needs to be an inclusive one.
So if you think closing 3 schools is a bad idea and shifting our 6th graders to middle school, you need to act now, because April 5th is when the school board is going to make their final decision.
So I know that the city of Lake Oswego is very concerned about property values, as evidenced by all of the steps you have to take to even remove a dead tree from your yard. You have to get an arborist and say that it's dead and get a permit. The Lake Oswego schools are also a very big draw for property values, and I think that we're making some big decisions and hasty decisions in a timeline that is probably faster than it takes to get a tree permit to cut a healthy tree.